Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. We're out here in nature, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Do you have an approval problem? 10 reasons getting approval isn't everything. But Ralph, I just want to be liked. It isn't everything. But it means the world to me, Ralph. But it isn't everything. You still don't listen, do you? And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Okay, let's be honest. I'm going to be honest. I love getting approval. I feel approval is beautiful. It's wonderful. Everybody wants to be loved, appreciated. More so, they want to be seen. Do you like approval? Yes, you do. Because you're like, Ralph, look at me. I'm on TV. No, you're not. You don't want to be on TV, really. It's full of lies. Say what you want. Who cares? Let's go. Okay, let me share with you what I learned. Approval is great, but it's not everything. And here's why. The first reason, getting approval isn't everything. The desire for more and more approval forces you to fit into a standard. But you have to ask yourself, whose standard? Slow motion this side. So we say, this is the right thing to do. That's what society says. It's right to go to university, get a job, get married, have children, and then work for the rest of your life. Right? I'm too busy. I'm on holiday right now. Can't pick up the phone. So sorry. Okay, look. I realized that my whole life, I spent trying to fit into some standard. Forget about liking it or not. I just thought that was the thing to do. And that's where, is that you right now? Is that you? Like you got 1,000 different people telling you 1,000 different things about what is the right thing to do with, wait a minute, your life, not theirs, right? So I started to realize that, look, when you start approving yourself, right, you stop worrying so much about this standard, okay? The great Krishnamurti said, it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. Slow motion this side. Ditto. I agree completely. The second reason getting approval isn't everything is that anxiety will increase. Yes. Do you have high levels of anxiety? Wait for it. Then just breathe in that good ass prana, baby. Don't wait for me to tell you to do that, right? But a lot of us, that's how we live our lives. Like, we're scratching our heads, waiting for people to give us the go-ahead to start breathing. That's really, really dangerous. So I started to realize this, that the moment I started to care a lot less about winning other people's approval and starting to learn how to approve myself, my anxiety level started to dip and decrease. And I felt so calm, so at peace. And I'm like, this is like wait a minute, anxiety cure. That's right. If you are having a panic attack right now, it may have something to do with your need for constant approval. So once you let that go, then your anxiety will pretty much decrease. What is the third reason? Now, being popular doesn't mean it's you. Slow motion this side. I just want to be popular. I just want to follow the trend. I just want to do what they're doing because apparently what they're doing is the cool thing to do. But is it you? Now, deep divers, much love. I've spoken about spirit guides recently. Huh? That woo-woo stuff, Ralph? I can't believe you're talking about that nonsense. I don't care. I was speaking about the third eye years ago. Indigo children, DMT, marijuana, all of these really taboo topics. But guess what? This is what has helped this channel grow so big. Or maybe it's not actually. Maybe it's just the cat down the road and that I just like breathing in that good ass prana. But does it matter? No, it doesn't. Because psychology reveals that once you face your greatest fear, what is so taboo, that will set you free, doing the very thing you fear the most. So yes, along my early journey, I was talking about the fifth dimension, a lot of out there stuff, right? But that's what actually made me feel really comfortable, because I'm like, if I can talk about that, then I can definitely talk about, wait a minute, anything I want, right? Carpets and stuff, right? Yeah, anything, right? Are you trying to play it safe right now in your life? Is that you out there trying to not step on too many toes, trying to be seen as this perfect person? I'm no saint. Ain't no saints around here. Ain't no saints around here, right? I'm just real. Like, I talk about whatever I'm feeling. I don't need you to approve it or not. I got the cat down the road for that, right? So just remind yourself, being popular, okay, that's great, but is it you? Be you, unapologetically. The fourth reason, getting approval isn't everything. It's cool, I know, but it isn't everything. It's that, do you remember when you suddenly changed your diet and you were like at the table and you were like, I'm not going to eat that. And all of your family looked at you like, huh? Or your partner looked at you like, huh? That was me along my journey. 12 years ago, when I became a vegan, started a plant-based journey, right? Plant-based journey. People thought I was going nuts. And I was eating a lot of nuts. Brazil nuts and almonds, right? No, they thought I was going bonkers. Bananas. And I was eating a lot of that, right? A lot of plant-based foods, a lot of kale. And they were like, Ralph, you're losing weight. And I was. Even I couldn't believe it. Because I didn't seek their approval, because a lot of people were saying like, Ralph, where are you going to get your protein from? And I was like, I don't know, to be honest. Then I started to really do my research. Oh, wait a minute. Chia seeds, complete source of protein. Hemp, complete source of protein, right? Yeah. So that kept them quiet. Can we see what is taking place? And this is probably happening to you right now. By not seeking approval, I actually saved my life. Because right now, I got so much energy. Look, here, take some. You got some? Good, right? It saved my life because it moved me in the direction of eating better, and now I feel amazing every single day. Now, if I did seek approval in terms of diet, 7-day vegan challenge, right? just to eat what everyone else was eating. Because I had friends back in the day and we would all go out. And at that time, I was starting to question what was on the menu. Like, anything vegan here? And they're like, here's a glass of water. I'm like, thanks. Uh-oh, right? And there were days, it was hard. I was like, maybe I should just stop this and eat what everyone else is eating. Because they're all like looking at me like I'm the odd one out. And I was. But I stayed me, right? I didn't seek their approval. I did what felt right to me. And it saved my life, okay? The fifth reason, getting approval isn't everything. It's something, but it isn't everything, is that when you are weird really means authentic. Everyone is pretty much weird on the planet. Let's be honest. It's pretty much a lunatic asylum. Don't worry about it. Look, when you are when you are weird, be weird, because you never know who might fall in love with your weirdness, with your quirky sides, right? Check this out. We spend so much time trying to be seen, to have it all figured out, to be perfect in the eyes of society, that now you could have missed a potential partner or great friend because that isn't you. It looks good on paper, but is it you, right? So I realized that's right. Just let it all go, Ralph. Let it all go. And that's what I did, right? I'm just myself every single day. It feels great. I'm weird, I'm wacky, and I'm quirky, and I love it, because now people who really dive deep will really, this is what you get. I'm sorry. Can't do anything for you. This is all there is. And the cat down the road, right? It's enough, right? And you can just sleep at night peacefully, right? Be weird, because you never know who may fall in love with your weirdness. Number 6. So many times in society, we equate approval with self-love. Like, the more likes you get, the more hugs you get, the more people that say to you, good job, well done. We think that's a form of self-love when actually it isn't. Oh, Mike, don't worry about it. I had to learn that the hard way. I realized that self-love is actually self-acceptance. Slow motion this side. You're amazing. I love telling you that, right? I pay you compliments, but it doesn't matter what I tell you if you don't see it yourself. Your perception you have of yourself is the only thing that matters, because it's greater than the perception other people have of you. We create our reality by what we focus on, right? Not what other people are focusing on. So I started to realize this, that, okay, self-love is generated by self-acceptance, not by only approval, okay? Number 7, you sometimes lose originality, right? That's why getting approval isn't everything. Like, I admit, along my early journey, that's all I ever wanted. Mom, all I ever want is your approval, right? Good job, son. Thank you, Mom. Look, all I ever wanted was approval. So I used to do everything everyone would tell me. I was like a yes man. Yes, 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 right? And it was great until I realized I was actually saying no. Why am I saying yes then? Nobody knows. You came here to be unique. You came here not to be like me, not to be another brick in the wall, but you came here to be authentic, to stand out, to shine. And that means you're not supposed to be copying what everyone else is doing. You got to come with your own style, your own cadence, your own rhythm, your own mojo. Yeah, you got to be you. 100%. And that's what I've learned. That's why it feels so good right now. It feels so good to be alive, right? Because I'm realizing I can stay more original when I am in my own league as opposed to competing, trying to win approval, right? I'm just being me, right? Number 8, you also may lose, you might start to lose your imagination. Because what happens, this is what I call the approval trap. A lot of us, we think getting applause and all of this means this is great. And it is. It's fantastic. But you have to ask yourself, and this is what I learned, that your creativity increases when you aren't afraid to be wrong. Slow motion inside. You see, and that's really what it boils down to. You see, when you always want approval, it's often a sign that you always want to be right? You want to be a perfectionist. You want to get it perfect. You want everyone to say, you did it right. And then I talk about, like, what's the weird thing I've spoken about recently? I've done so many weird videos, like, on any kind of crazy subject, right? And it's not crazy. It's just unique. And I'm using my imagination. I couldn't do that if I was always trying to be right and win approval. I'm left-handed, by the way, right? So I want to be left as well. Left, right, left. Okay, so you become more imaginative when you stop seeking approval all the time. Of course, it's natural sometimes, but once you start approving yourself a lot more. Number 9, getting approval isn't everything, because oftentimes we find ourselves, what? Procrastinating. That's right. Like, you want to do it, and now you're second guessing yourself. I'm not sure I should do it right now. All you have is right now. And I started to realize this because I was pretty, like, shy and anxious growing up, right? Yeah. And I would always think to myself that the longer I took, like, if I just wait a little bit more, things will be, wait a minute, I'm still waiting. I'm still in the waiting room. Is that you? Living your whole life in the waiting room because you're trying to get approval? You're trying to be validated? Well, why not start validating yourself and get your butt out of the waiting room? How about that? Even the cat down the road agrees, right? So I started to realize I have stopped procrastinating ever since I started to honor my own approval a lot more than other people's. And lastly, number 10, getting approval isn't everything. Approval often makes us overthink a lot, ruminate a lot. Is that you in the bathroom, reading a magazine, taking a dump, thinking about what you're going to eat for breakfast? Goodness gracious. Don't worry about it. Look, we are overthinking. Because sometimes it's not about us. It's because we want other people to see us in a certain way. That was me along my early journey. Right now, I say that not only takes up a lot of time, it takes up a lot of my energy and creativity. So right now, once I started to approve myself, I've stopped overthinking so much. And I don't have to think about if you like it or not, because the cat down the road does, I do. And if you like it, that's fantastic, because I do too. And then you just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Have a beautiful day. We're out here in nature, getting high. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You.